Hey there guys, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. Hope you're all doing well. Today for this episode we are discussing After the Hike, and this is for the Alligator's Back Day Hike. I have to start off and say that this place is so incredibly beautiful. Dalton Park is along the Blue Ridge Parkway in western North Carolina. Technically it's in Sparta, North Carolina, and you can find this on the parkway at mile marker 240. It is a beautiful place with lots of trails, lots of awesome sights. The views are incredible, and there's a lot of wildlife up there. You have deer, bobcats, you have bears, coyotes. In the summertime, that place can be an absolute madhouse. There's camping out there. There's a lot of places to have picnics, have your grill going. So yeah, in the summertime, it's busy. Late fall, winter, early spring, you can have the whole place to yourself. The park itself is about 7,000 acres, so it's definitely good size. Like I said, just a beautiful location. If any of you guys have questions about that place, please feel free, drop me a line, let me know. I'll do my very best to address those for you. To start off this conversation, we're going to talk about my experience at Dalton Park there on the Alligator's Back. I had a fantastic time. It's been quite a while since I've been out there, so it was nice to go back. Saw plenty of wildlife, saw some turkeys, saw deer. On the way home after leaving there, I was cruising on the parkway, and I was kind of just staring out the window, of course, driving, and I see something flapping just right on the edge of my windshield. So I look up, and there is this gigantic hawk, and he is just flying right alongside of me there on the parkway. And I tell you, he was huge. Definitely a chicken snatcher, no doubt. That was a big hawk. The views up there are incredible, no doubt about it. It's such a beautiful day. Beautiful, sunny, not too hot, not too cold. As you can see, maybe I got a little bit of sun on my face, which is pretty nice. Yes, it was windy, especially on top of that mountain there. The winds were gusting about 20 miles an hour. But, I mean, the clarity that day was amazing. You could see all the way from Dalton Park all the way to Grandfather Mountain, which is incredibly far away. That's pretty impressive. We, of course, saw lots of airplanes. We saw jets, makes and models of airplanes that I'm not sure about. Saw the Black Hawk military helicopter. That was pretty cool. Heard that thing coming from who knows how far away. That was pretty neat. Now, there were two negatives to that trip, and the second negative, we'll actually start there, was when I was eating lunch in that little sheltered area. I was having a great time, and something caught my eye on the ground, running across. And of course, it just happened to be this gigantic freaking spider. He was probably a little bit smaller than a 50-cent piece. He was, I don't know, he was pretty good size there. I did not like that one bit. Basically, after seeing him, I finished up shooting there, crammed that food in my mouth, and I took off. You guys know that I don't like spiders, especially after being traumatized when I was a kid. I stated in the Bushcraft launch video why and how I was traumatized as a child. So I'll go ahead and state that one more time for you guys who don't know this. But when I was a kid, we moved to Florida for a period of time, and we bought this house that was infested with wolf spiders. If you're familiar with wolf spiders, they're pretty aggressive, non-poisonous. They can get pretty good size, and they also carry their babies on their backs. Ugh. Anyway, so we bought this house. It was infested with wolf spiders. And when I say infested, I mean it. Like, I remember as a kid, when we were moving into that house, like, someone left behind, like, this piano, little kiddie piano thing, and playing on that, and, like, spiders came out of it. There were spiders on the walls, scurrying around. Oh, man. I hate spiders. So, yeah, that's why I don't like spiders. Anyway, the one thing that I really did not like about that trip was that favorite tree of mine on top of that mountain. It's such a beautiful spot, and someone had to go and carve onto that tree. And I tell you, they didn't use a pocket knife for that either. That was deep. I'm not sure how well that actually came out on the video there. It must have come out with a chisel or something. That was definitely not done with a pocket knife. But, yeah, I mean, just really messed that tree up. That sucks. It's like I said in that video, when it comes to religious beliefs, more power to anybody. I don't care what you believe. I'm sure you don't care what I believe. I think everybody has the right to believe whatever they want to. But when it comes to carving that into a tree, the cross, the father, the dad thing, whatever it said there, I don't know. It's just disappointing to me, to be honest. You should be able, if you believe in God, you should be able to look at that tree and see God within it instead of having to carve on it. I don't know. Just disappointed. That was a negative for that trip. I can't begin to tell you how much time I have spent up there just chilling underneath that tree, watching thunderstorms come in and out, hanging out in the snow, watching meteor showers. I've definitely spent a lot of time up there. I have a lot of memories up there, so just seeing that tree being defaced like that, yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer, but that's life, right? When it comes to the temperature, it was right around 50 degrees, something like that. So it was fairly comfortable. Bright sky. There was still some pretty good snow on the ground there on places. At some places, it was 3 or 4 feet thick. And really, I stayed very comfortable just about the entire day. When I was eating lunch, I did start to get a little bit cold, but that's just because of that breeze there. Anytime that I would just step out into the sun, warm up nicely. Now, when it comes to the gear, I have to say that the Camelback Tri-Zip was an absolute winner. I tell you, that padding right here is so comfortable. It is really thick. It's actually surprisingly thick. Most packs, 3-day assault packs such as this, just don't have that good of padding. And this thing definitely does. Very generous, even on the lumbar support. Man, awesome. It's got a nice frame sheet on the inside, which if you loosen these straps, you can pull this apart, and you can actually pull that out, and the whole thing adjusts. It is awesome. I really like the functionality of this pack. I like how it zips on both sides, meets in the middle, and then you can just kind of peel this thing apart. It definitely does a good job of carrying your load. You have lots of options on adjustability and how you want to tailor this thing to fit and work for you. Also, another thing that I like about this pack is that the hydration bladder doesn't go here on the inside. So you actually have this space for all of your gear. You don't have that bladder taking up space. The bladder itself actually goes in a pocket that's between the frame of the pack and the actual pack itself. And you can just slide that right down. It's insulated. Plus, you have tons of Molly and Pals webbing on here. You can attach whatever you want to. You have lots of compression straps. Definitely the all-star of that trip. Our meal on that trip was a Mountain House meal. It was a beef stroganoff, which was fantastic. Like I said in that video, after enough time eating those things, you can tell when they're ready to eat just by holding on to it. You can feel the heat, how much heat is left over from that boiling water, and know if it's ready. Fantastic meal, very good. And to heat that meal up, to boil that water, we used that Esbit 5-piece trekking cook set, alcohol stove. Worked very, very well. No complaints there. Now, of course, it was really, really windy. I could have made a makeshift windscreen, but I didn't. I just let it go, and it did a really good job. No time at all, our water was boiling, and we also had some tasty coffee. Now, I do want to say thanks, guys, for the recommendations on the different coffee choices out there. I've always used just instant, Taster's Nasty, Folgers, whatever. But you guys have recommended some of the tea bag coffee things, so as soon as I run out of Taster's Nasty, I'll definitely be picking up some of those. The truth is, Taster's Nasty is not all that bad. I just like to call it that, so, yeah. Going back to the Mountain House meals, like I said in that video, if I was a single man, I would definitely be eating those all the time. I would have no problem having those for lunch, having those for dinner. They are delicious. They really are. Now, when it comes to the clothing, the Fjallraven Seed Vest did a fantastic job of kind of blocking the wind, insulating my core just a little bit. It was very comfortable. Typically, I'm not a big fan of vests, and that's just because it's hard to get the right fit for me. I'm kind of a small dude. But that one actually fits very well, and I happen to like it a good bit. In the future, I will be doing a preview on that vest. Of course, you guys know that I love the Fjallraven trousers. Fantastic. They rule. Super duper comfortable. And like I said in the gear loadout video, I can wear these Fjallraven Barrett trousers 95% of the year when it comes to backpacking in my adventures. On the hottest of summer days, these pants, they're black, they soak in that heat, So if it's going to be super hot, you don't want to wear something black that's soaking in heat. I mean, it's just going to make you that much warmer. So on those hottest days, I will typically go with some sort of nylon pant. I like convertible pants, so you can have the pants in the morning, go to shorts during the day, and as the sun goes down, the bugs come out, you can go back to your pants. That's usually how I like to go about it. When it comes to other people at the park, I really didn't see anybody. I saw maybe 2 cars actually pull through, but nobody stopped. There were a number of people down at the overlook at the bottom of the alligator's back, but it doesn't look like anybody came hiking up, or at least I didn't see them anyway, which is pretty pleasant for me. I happen to like going solo, lone wolf. That's my style, so having the entire park to myself, definitely thumbs up. So my friends, that is pretty much our look, our discussion of After the Hike for the alligator's back. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free, drop me a line, let me know. Of course, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys around. Everybody, be good, take care.